Great. Welcome to today's hearing, which is for a new licensing application for Patty and Sauce, 7 Drayton Green Road, West Ealing. My name is Councillor John Ball. I shall be chairing the meeting. My colleagues, Councillor Kelly, Councillor Baines, and I comprise today's subcommittee. Atoon Zeb is the legal advisor to the subcommittee. Cornelia Harding is the Democratic Services Officer, who is the clerk to the subcommittee and who will be minuting the meeting. In accordance with procedure, I shall invite the applicant to present the application, answer any questions and call any witnesses, and then invite those who have made representations to make their representations, answer any questions and call any witnesses. At the conclusion of the hearing, the subcommittee, accompanied by the legal advisor and the committee Democratic Services Officer, will retire to consider its decision. The decision will be given after deliberation, perhaps at approximately 1:30, but we'll see, and confirmed in writing forthwith. If the panel cannot reach a decision today, you will be notified in writing within 5 working days of the panel's decision. Great. So we start off with Mr. Chowdhury. If you'd like to make the case for your application, please.
Okay, so it's a venture that we want to do in West Ealing. It's a so-called very good high quality food to the public in West Ealing. We're selling grass-fed meat, free-range chickens for our food, and we would like everyone to start understanding the healthy side of in West Ealing, to start thinking about the healthy side of food. So we started up this venture, and it's called Patty and Sauce. I've really worked hard on this project. It's spent a couple of years trying to study it before I came onto this. What I decided was that food quality has to be very, very important. So the whole thing has to be, the whole scenario has to be of high quality for me. From the interiors to the food to the staff, everything has to be really good for me. I'm quite strict on that level. What we decided was that we'll open up one down in West Ealing, and we've got a place in West Ealing now. So now what we're doing is we're obviously trying to get a bit of a late refreshment time for this. The reason behind this is because we thought very carefully about this, that there's a lot of key workers at night working, and there's not much good food around for these people. So I thought, let's think of something that would help, someone around, that helps us in our area. So I decided that, that was the most important target for me. So I decided that I should, open till late, because these people work during the night, police, NHS, etc., fire brigade, the whole lot. And then on top of that, I decided that I would give them a discount, so they would be able to come here and buy stuff, on a regular basis, good food at a discounted price. So that was my main target, this is what I wanted to do. Yes, we will be getting other clients through the door, but we're getting the type of caliber that, that people would think that, that would want good food, because they have to pay for good food. But for the key workers, it's a special discount. For them, it literally will be, a huge discount for them to come in and to share, our food. So what I decided was that we have our opening hours until late, because obviously they work overnights and etc. We are on a.
I think I might have frozen actually, because it looks like everyone's. Right. So you said about the huge discount, and then I think my connection froze.
Yeah. So we'll be setting up a figure for the key workers to have a discount. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can now, Mr. Chowdhury.
I can hear you, Mr. Chowdhury.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Councillor Ball seems to be the one sort of coming in and out.
Okay. So,
can you hear me?
I can hear you, Councillor Ball.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm getting a, yeah, I'm getting bits, but I think my connection's having a problem. Is it my end rather than anyone else's? Because I'm seeing all the pictures.
We think so, Councillor Ball, because we can hear you. But we can hear everyone. It's you who appears not to be able to hear us.
Okay, well, that's good. All I can see is frozen pictures of everyone. I'm going to reconnect on 4G, I think, because
shall I put the participants in the waiting room, Councillor Ball?
I think it's in the connect. I think the problem is at my end. Just bear with me while I reconnect.
I think we can wait.
We could just wait. Okay.
Yeah. Because otherwise we might all get, all might spin.
Okay. Councillor
Right.
Ball, I see you're
I
back.
think I'm back.
Yeah.
Okay, that seems to be working now. Okay, sorry about that. It was a glitch at my end. Right, so Mr. Chowdhury, so I heard up to when you were saying you'd give a huge discount for NHS and police and so on. That's where I heard up to. Can you resume from that point, please?
Yes, sir. So this is to attract them to come to us. I mean, with the good food, that's something that we would donate, like in a sense that we would donate, to the local, helpers. This was my main, aim. I mean, yes, the rest will be an additional income for us. Yes, that's all well and good, but our main task was to try and get these people in, and to have good food, and flexibility, because they're working during the night and literally they can't really get good food. Maybe they take packed lunches with them, I don't know, but I know a few, and they struggle to find good food at night, except for, like, I mean, all our stuff is none of our stuff is frozen. Everything is freshly made. It's something really different that we're trying to do, and and I'm trying to make sure that I do everything correct. Everything is right. For the public, for myself, for the staff, for everyone. It's something that I really want to do really, really well. I don't want to make any errors, so I'm really downing down on everything I can do that I can see that I may, you know, there might be something here that, you know, there's, I mean, we're all humans, we can still make mistakes, but, you know, we're trying to track down everything down right to the bottom level and make sure everything is so clean out there, you know, something different. I mean, you guys will probably appreciate, you know, what this place is about, you know, maybe in the future, you know, I'm hoping.
Yes. So come to the end of your initial submission. You're not calling any witnesses in support, are you?
I don't need any witnesses. No.
Great. Okay. Well, can I hear? Are there any questions from the other members of the panel first? Yeah, Councillor Kelly. Oh, sorry, you're on mute.
I think Councillor Bain, did you have any questions?
Yes, thank you so much, Imran, for telling us about your business. I just want to ask if it would be an eat-in restaurant, or is it just a quick takeout where people just come and literally pick up and go? And would you also be considering delivery services later on down the line? Thank you.
Yes, we will. It is a very small place, okay, because it's something that we're working on a very small base first initially to make sure. This is one of the reasons why we want to make sure everything is right, you know, before we go into and expand into big levels. You know, we want to open up a very small place. I mean, literally, we've got, you know, 12, 14 seats in there, okay, which are you know, comfortable seating for people to come and sit down on, okay. But you know, our main aim is that people take their food and they just leave and go. You know, or we do our deliveries, you know, we're going to have all the deliveries. We're going to have Uber Eat. We're going to have Just Eat. We're involving everybody into this whole system. You know, we're trying to make a system, actually. You know, we're building a system that can work for the public and for the locals, you know, the councils and etc. Everything is going the right way. I mean, it's probably, you know, I'm learning things as well, but you know, it's something that maybe everyone will learn from it and maybe try and do something in that way. You know, this is what we're trying to work on. You know, so we're really concentrating on this stuff. It's not something that, you know, that it's a fast food place that's going to open around the corner and they're going to sell, you know, £2 chips or you know, frozen stuff and a quick one and you know and etc. You know, we're really concentrating all our stuff. All our sauces are handmade. Nothing is from, you know, nothing is made from a tub or whatever. You know, it's all handmade sauces. You know, our meats are, you know, from special farms that we're getting. You know, they're going to supply us with grass-fed meats. You know, free-range chickens, as I said before. You know, it's all working out in the right way. You know, and I'm just trying to work everything out. I can understand that you guys, you know, that thing that maybe, you know, that we have to come into this whole thing, but you know, I felt like, you know that I'm trying to do good for the place. You know, I'm trying to do well. You know, and I couldn't see the objections behind all this.
Okay, thank you. And Councillor Kelly, you want to ask a question?
Mr. Chowdhury, it's very helpful that you have talked about the offer and how it differs, but I don't think we need to refer to it anymore, because it's sort of it's not something we consider under the licensing objectives, which is what we're here for.
Yeah.
So, quite frankly, if you were offering the lowest quality fried chicken or what you're offering now, it really doesn't make any difference to the application in terms of what we're here to discuss today. So I don't think it's I don't think we should dwell on that any further. So my question to you is, could you talk to me a bit about your dispersal, your understanding of dispersals of the premises at the time that that your application's for, at late night, where the roads, the footpaths, the environment is different, different parking restrictions, different people on the street, a different environment. How will you address the nature of your business at those particular times?
Okay, so we are hiring an extra staff to look after all these other bits and pieces around us. So any littering outside, you know, anything that's happening outside, you know, be looked after by you know, one staff we're taking on as a part-timer that will come in the evenings, and that will look after all this process for us. Because, you know, we also think it's important. I mean, before even this, we had thought about this anyway, you know, that we would have staff that would look after, pick up everything. So literally, you know, on an hourly base, I mean, we'll be going out there and having a look around us, you know, there's anything around that, you know, that is, you know, making this place look bad, you know. So this is what that's what we're trying to, you know, we're trying to achieve everything as one go. You know, I can see there's a lot of restaurants open, you know, until late on that road. There's many. I mean, there's, you know, I can give you examples, but and you can see there's, you know, I mean, you know, there's litter everywhere, and I mean, I would want to go to a place where, you know, it's clean. That's me as a person, and this is the same way I would treat, you know, my place. You know, I would prefer having a clean environment, you know, a shop, you know, as a whole, you know, and if there's any nuisance outside, there's any problems outside, you know, you try and solve these problems, you know, and move them, make them move on. You know, you want to serve them as fast as possible, quick as possible, and make them eat what they want and go. You know, at that time of the night, people are just going to eat and they're going to leave. You know, they're not going to be hanging around, you know, and talking and etc. You know, it's about eating the food, and we're going to get. This is the reason why you said to me, I mentioned it several times. You said to me, but you know, it's the type of people, the caliber of people that we will be expecting there. You know, there'll be, you know, people who would know and would want to pay the price. You know, and they're the ones who will actually, you know, they're the ones who don't cause much problems. You know. I mean, you know, we will have a litter box, you know, out right next door to the shop, you know, making sure that all the litter has been picked up or thrown in there, you know. So we're working all on these factors.
Okay, sorry. Just before we get to another question, I'm afraid I'm going to have to adjourn this hearing briefly while we sort out an issue that has arisen behind the scenes. So we will come back in a few minutes. But Cornelia, can you put everyone in the waiting room just for a few moments, please? And we will come back shortly.
Okay. Do I need to stop the stream or just?
Yeah, stop the